because we're going to talk about this JD5 hype. Stay with us, man. One of our guys on here, he does a little work for us.
Hello, ladies and gents. It's Anton, your local awesome artist. Just here to let you know it's summertime. Projects need to get done. Are you being lazy on them? So if you got indoor projects, outdoor projects, like this pergola here, just got painted. Call me, I'll have your job done. See you later.
Yeah, buddy. Anton, where can they get in touch with you, buddy?
Well, you can get in touch with my phone number or get in touch at my Instagram or Facebook under Awesome Artisans. My phone number is 571-386-8578. Call that number. But go check that Instagram out. Awesome Artisans, that name again.
Let's go. I can dig it. Yo, so, hey, let's get right into it. Alex, I know where you stand on this thing, so I'm going to share my feelings real quick before I send it to Anton. Got to ask the question, man. Look, we know everybody's drawing comparisons. JD5, RG3. They have the same build. They have that same arm talent. They have the same legs, and they have that same excitement that's built around them. But it also comes with the same concerns. We've seen what happened with the first situation. We don't want an RG3 2.0. So we're looking at this hype going into this game. Anton, you saw the first drive. The big play down the field makes a touch, big catch, makes a big throw to Diami, makes a big catch. And then he runs the read option, scores a touchdown on his first drive. We haven't seen that in how long? You know, a first drive touchdown. So is the hype premature, or is it warranted? Is it legit?
I might have like that hard love kind of thing, but I think it's legit. Like, he's smart. You don't look. He only did 2 for 3 for 45 yards, but that's smart enough to know that he didn't go 4 for 7. He didn't try and throw too many balls. He actually was smart. All right, let me not even think about throwing to that person. I got an open field. Let me just walk it in. Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to be too cocky with him, but you're gonna show me that in that little bit, okay?
Yeah. It definitely makes you kind of it just wets the lips, you know.
Yeah,
you want a little bit more, like a
little bit of that feeling, but I didn't get the whole pot, and I hate you for not giving me 3 series with his ass out there.
You know, but at the same time,
yeah, we'll see. I feel like
it to you, Alex.
Having the reps will let us know.
At the same time, we don't want any injuries, so I'm okay with just doing that one drive. Now, Alex, what can you tell us from that one drive? I know you've been sold from day one, but did that drive do anything more to kind of embolden your stance on him? Is this hype premature, or what do you think?
Nah, man. I mean, I definitely want to see more. Obviously, I want to see more. I want to see a lot more because I definitely want to see more out of the lineman because, again, we got to protect this guy. You know, and we want to lose his confidence and everything else. So, because that happens with quarterbacks. I mean, as we saw last year with Sam Howell, I really do feel like he lost his confidence through the midway through the end. You know what I'm saying? So, I just hope we can protect this guy. You know what I'm saying? I hope he's just not, a deer in headlights. You know what I'm saying? He is smart. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to get the ball off real fast and everything. But I definitely want to see more. I want to see him against a real good defense also. You know what I'm saying? Preseason really doesn't show nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even though we lost, I care less. I saw a lot of great things. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to take our time with this, but the O-line has to get right. You know what I mean? But I just don't want to mess this up, man. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be RG3. I think this guy, he's a little smarter than RG3. You know what I'm saying? RG3 was
the whole coaching staff behind him, as opposed to
RG3,
it was split.
Yeah, RG3 was. I hate to say this because, back then in 2012, us fans really didn't believe it, but now we look back. It's 2024. We look back at it. RG3 was a one-read quarterback. He was. I mean, let's really be honest. And and he was a track guy that like he would sprint and he would give it. Yeah, and he would give his body up. You know what I'm saying? Jaden Daniels is a whole different. Jaden Daniels knows how to read defenses. He knows how to.
He'll give his body up.
Yeah. What he did in college, but I'm sure these coaches, what he did in college, he did get hit in college a few times. But
I think these coaches smarter than just getting blatant. Like I feel getting hit in college and transferring it to NFL is like a difference of like, how did you get hit? Did you get hit in the sacrifice of throwing that deep ball, or did you get that hit of like, okay, I held the ball too damn long and I should have let it go?
Right. And he was more often than not
mistakes of like, was my quarterback trying to get that ball to somebody he knew was already open, or is he standing there looking around, and bang, like, oh.
Right.
Last year,
I'm not even trying to blame Sam. I'm just saying as like we have to look at the offense, like you said, the offensive line. I have to look at his pressure and reading pressure and understanding if his offensives, if they're pushing the pressure away from him long enough to see everybody, if they can do that for him, he's got the height to get over to get the ball out. Right. I can see that now, and I can see how much better he can definitely look up the field. I will say in that series, I could see his difference of check.
Right.
I could see that. And that's where I said, like, having him as a tall quarterback, you could see the difference how he looks down the field.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
If he hadn't been able to do that, he would have never thrown that 40-yard bomb. Never.
Right.
Well, he's confident. And he seems to he's confident, but not because he's cocky. In my opinion, he's confident because he does the work. I mean, everybody says he's one of the first ones in there, last one's out. Like he studies the playbook. He knows the things. He talks to the guys. One of the things I really like is that he ribs the guys. You know what I mean? Deron Payne was talking about how he was kind of coming in here like, oh, look, ain't nobody good in Alabama or whatever, because Deron Payne went to Alabama and he went to LSU, so he has that SEC little rub between them. So honestly, I think he's kind of garnering that attention and that excitement from people, and I think it's warranted. I think he honestly deserves the hype that he's getting. And look, I understand, Alex. I know you kind of trying to pump your brakes. I am too. I'm not trying to dive all 100% on here because, again, like you said, it's preseason. We got to see one drive, so this ain't everything. But I'm gonna tell you, it feels good, man. It feels good.
I will say this during that last game, there was something that one of the announcers brought up when they showed the clip of Heineke throwing that ball to McLaurin in one of the skits. He had brought up, he's like, JD has like a good presence of confidence to throw the ball, which they haven't had. And he's like, having that confidence, as long as he keeps that the whole year, he'll throw that long ball and actually trust his receivers, which our receivers needed. Like McLaurin needed that faith of a quarterback to throw that ball 10 yards in front of him so that he could go up there and jump for that ball. Like if it wasn't for him at Indiana, if he hadn't thrown that lob to him at that end zone, he would have never gone for that ball. And he's like, I'm glad that quarterback had trust in me. If JD doesn't have trust that he's going to throw that ball, like that's where if he keeps that confidence, we're going to have a dominant team.
Yeah.
We'll see, man. We'll see. And that O-line is going to be interesting. We'll see how they come together. Obviously, with some of the newer guys like Tyler Biotis and Alec Grady, and then Cosme and Wiley coming back, and Lucas is going to be quite interesting to see if they could hold it in. But let's not fool ourselves. This is not a top tier O-line, and in the same way, this ain't the same line or the same caliber of line that Jaden Daniels had in college. He had a solid line in college, one of the better lines. So we might have to deal with a little bit of pressure, but I think the fact that JD5 seems to be cool on the run, cool under pressure and under duress, I think that's going to work huge for us. And like you said, Anton, the two-headed backfield is going to come into play, man. Those running backs, Alex, we talk about Zach Ertz. I think he's going to play a huge role in this offense. You talked about seeing him at training camp. I'm super excited to see what he does because I think he might be like our Jason Witten. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all talk about
Yeah.
Witten's old. Oh, look at him. He's the but he every third down he caught the ball. Every time he got past our linebackers. So, I think that's going to be something.
Well, I will say this too, Sean. I will say this. In LSU, right? LSU, JD5 was LSU. I mean, if you really think about it, their defense, yes, you're right. He had the offensive line. The defense was not all that, right? They didn't have no running.
He had the best wide receivers in the land.
No. But he had to throw it. He had to throw it to him now. He had to throw it to him. But they had no running game. He was the running game. Let's be honest. LSU, JD5 was the running game. He was the passing. I mean, this was him. Now he comes to the NFL. He has a running game in B-Rob and Austin Eckler. He has a Terry McLaurin. He has a tight end that he can trust in Zach Ertz. Hey, and people don't sleep on Ben Sinnott. That dude is a dog. But
I agree. But he's third on the depth chart.
See,
right.
I second. I feel like he is a Lamar in your hiding site because Lamar didn't show his legs until he could throw the ball. Like he was throwing the ball to Flowers and everybody else first before he could really run until he started to run the ball. Then everybody took notice of that. I think JD might do that for us.
What you think JD going? What is it? You think what?
Ball all accurate and then tease with the run play every now and again, and then be like, "Ooh, we got something hiding over here." Next thing you know, he's gonna be a threat because he's gonna spread that defense, get everybody out there in the middle of the field, and just carry out there running down the field.
Well, see, my thing is, I'm not down Lamar at all. I think Lamar is a special talent, but there's a lot of things that Lamar has when it comes to his throwing. There's some weaknesses he has there. You know what I'm saying? Like he does overthrow or underthrow deep balls to his wide receivers throughout his career. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he can't throw because I've seen him throw very well. But when it comes to playoffs, y'all saw what he did last year. They I don't know why they kept throwing in that game. That
was the OC.
That was
the OC. Yeah, I don't know. They should have continued with the run, but the Chiefs was like, "Go ahead, Lamar, throw it." Go ahead, throw it. You know what I'm saying?
They had him so brainwashed that he wasn't even the pocket would open up, and he wasn't even running.
He won't even run it. That's what he's lethal with is his legs. But see, with JD5, I think it's different. I think his arm is talent. Again, back in college,
in his arm throwing, and I think he's going to show that out really good.
Yeah, I think it could be something like a CJ Stroud type thing. I mean, what RG3? What RG3? Huh?
What does CJ Stroud have around him?
Oh, yeah, well, now he's got Stephon Diggs. Yeah. I mean, but you really got to think.
Before that, last year he had Tank Dell.
Tank Dell got hit. Tank Dell got injured. Remember?
Dude, he had solid wide receivers last year.
Oh, he did. He had that other dude. What's his name? Number 12. Number 12.
A lot better team than we got.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, they built a whole lot, and all they needed was a quarterback. So, I mean, absolutely. I agree.
I feel like right now we have a good wide receiver in depth just because we lost Samuel. Like, we still have a good squad. Yeah. I think.
We got Terry.
We've got Terry. Now we've got, what's his name?
Luke.
Luke is now making his ranks up. I feel.
He? Are these guys?
Isn't that in the next section?
Hey.
We got Terry and we got Jahan maybe and Dehami maybe and Luke. Honestly, yes, we are going to get into.
I think our rookies are going to start making up the ranks, and the ones that are not making it are going to be on the special teams.
I think we finally gonna see somewhat of what De'Ami Brown can really show. You know what I'm saying?